Welcome to another episode of MavRealty's podcast. I am Mike Hendzel, and this is
Chris Moore,
of
LionFox Media. That's going to be a funny bit.
LionFox Media. At MavRealty, we really enjoy communicating with customers. We're really customer centric. And the more that we can bring value to customers, the better. And what better way than to jump on a podcast and do this every week, every other week. Chris here edits and builds the podcast. He's does content, the whole 9 yards. So a lot of times when you see really cool drone shots, edited video, sizzle reels, as he calls them, which blew my mind when I first learned about a sizzle reel.
Yeah. The bacon is the good part,
Yes.
but it's the cooking of the bacon that really
Accentuates the
so
flavors.
MavRealty is the bacon, but the video is really the cooking. It's the sizzle.
Okay.
No, I got no idea. It's just what I've always heard it called.
Understood. So today's episode, we want to talk about FHA buyers and VA loans and VA buyers. With FHA loans and VA loans, these are loans that are for borrowers who can't put 20% down. Essentially, the whole thing about FHA is that you can put 3.5% down.
Okay.
Right? VA loans, it's 0% down. Our agents at MavRealty are accustomed to, FHA buyers and VA buyers. And what it does is affords the opportunity for people that don't have great credit scores and can't put, 50 grand down on a house. It affords them the opportunity to participate in buying a home and establishing a homestead.
Yeah.
And establishing, equity and wealth. And there's no guarantees on that. And that's where a MavRealty agent will really help you out. Our agents are very cognizant of market value and getting you in at the right price and making sure that you're not overpaying for homes.
Hey, well, let's crush this myth real quick, because I've heard, like you had an example of you don't have to put down $50,000. How much money would be a good amount?
Great question. So Chris' question is, how much money do I need to be prepared to purchase a home? Well, if you're looking at the median home prices, which, Chris is going to conveniently pop up, the Tampa market's here.
Hello.
The Jacksonville market's here. And the Orlando market here. That was so cool what you did last time. So the median home prices are anywhere from the 190s up to the 230s, something like that. So if you take, let's just say $200,000 as a round number, and you say 3.5% of that, you're talking about $7,000. Now, expect some closing costs. So expect another, call it, $2,000 or $3,000 of closing costs. Don't quote me on any of this.
Yeah, I was about to say, we need to put something that says, this is not actual, factual. This is just estimates.
But I mean, it's the math is simple.
Right.
So safe number for an average home in these MSAs or these metropolises or what have you, I'd say, you're going to need about $10,000. And now you're talking about also the after the fact, like, what if you want to paint? What if the roof at the end of the useful life or AC? That's why it's so important when you're a first-time home buyer to not only explore the opportunities and options for county by county first-time home buyer programs, like for grants and such, and to qualify for those, but also for, understanding that whatever realtor you work with, hopefully it's a MavRealty agent, they know and they can manage your expectations where you're like, look, we've got 12 grand. We're looking to get in a $180,000 house. We are FHA qualified, or, I need a lender, get qualified. We can refer you. And I cannot afford any kind of major expenses in the first 3 or 4 years. So that agent is going to, go out and make sure that they find homes for you that, of course, fit your family's criteria or your criteria, your what you're looking for, price point and all. And make sure that the roof is not at the end of its useful life, the AC, that it's something that's comfortable for you, that's going to be turnkey, that you can go in, live your life, and not have to worry about major expenses in the next 2, 3, 4 years. Something that I'm going to throw in that it depends on the person, but if you're suited for it and if you can swing it, I would say that maybe in the early parts of your life or whatever, or not, buy a duplex. Get a duplex or a triplex, and or get a house with an extra room, and you can room hack. You can or get a duplex and rent out one side.
Right.
And it's a fantastic way to mitigate down your overhead for your mortgage.
Right.
So as far as qualifying for an FHA loan or VA loan, It's much more user friendly and much more much easier to get those loans because they're government insured, government supported loans. So reach out to one of our agents, hit us up, DM us on Instagram, on Facebook. Go to our website, MavRealty.com. We just did a complete overhaul of MavRealty.com.
Looks great.
You like it?
I love it.
Great. I mean, it's easy to search.
Yep.
It's a great tool. Contact us through there. I hope that anybody out there watching can check it out. And I mean, in regards to being able to help, our agents are ready to go, and that's about it. I mean, Chris, I know that you and your family, you guys are thinking about buying a home?
Yeah. So we're actually torn between going, there's the selfish route where we wanted to go ahead and just get our house. Like, I have a drum set that I just want to go home and play every day. And you can't do that when you're living like in a triplex or an apartment. So there's the selfish part that I want.
Put
want a
the drum
garage.
set here. We'll jam.
I know, man.
Put it here.
I'm going home to get it.
Oh,
So,
I can't wait to see it.
yeah.
Do the right thing.
Well,
because you're in that
so
phase.
If we get the duplex, we get a jump on having rental properties, and then you're renting one side out, they're helping pay down your principal on the duplex. Then when you're ready to buy your house, then your other side's helping pay down your principal on your house. So, I mean, torn.
Let's talk about that real quick, okay?
Sure.
Either way, when you're paying a mortgage from an institutional lender, you have 4 components of your mortgage: principal, interest, taxes, insurance. They're all wrapped together. So in the commercial sector, you get the loans, principal, interest, you're responsible for your own tax insurance. But conveniently, the escrows that are established for you and what have you with institutional lenders, they package all that together. So every month, if you're paying $1,500 a month for your mortgage, check out Zillow Mortgage Calculator. Check out any mortgage calculator you can on a 30-year amortized, meaning that the payments are spread across 30 years. The interest rates are super low right now. Every month when you're paying in your mortgage, you're paying down principal, and that principal balance is going down. In 10 years later, you've paid down X amount of principal. You're not leaving with a rental deposit. You're leaving with a substantial sum of equity, depending on the cycle. Now, like we said, some people are moving a little bit more. Some people are really apprehensive about purchasing. So there's so many awesome REITs out there. There's so many awesome landlords out there that will take care of your home. You don't have to worry about big ticket items and all of that. Go for it. But if you are considering purchasing and you might be like, hey, I don't have 20, 30, 40, 50 grand to put down. We talked about it. 10 grand, 12 grand is about, and fact check that, 3.5% down. It's about, for a $200,000 house. Principal, interest, taxes, insurance are the components of the loan. Whatever, no matter what you do, when you buy, you're not leaving with just your deposit. You own a piece of real estate. You own an asset. You own the land. And it's like you're able to like a battery into a toy. Like you're able to just put that little deposit in, and you control the whole thing.
Right.
And if the market goes up 5%, you're not getting a 5% increase on your 7 grand down. You're getting a 5% increase on the total value of the home.
Wow.
So if you bought it for 200 grand, the market goes up 5%, you just made $10,000. You go put 2 grand in your house and, revitalize something in your house, and it increases the value by 4 grand, and that's where, people that, if you look at the statistic, that's where people that purchase versus people that rent, that's why there's such a gap in net worth. Now, I would challenge everybody out there to check out your municipalities, like your counties, grants, programs, and such. And, MavRealty is a sponsor of Veteran Transitions. It's a nonprofit that I run for veterans. Check out veterantransitions.us. Check us out on Facebook. Put the logo up here. So, and we'll put in links below, and I think we're good. We really, really hope everybody out there that has any apprehensions or has any reservations about becoming a homeowner, give us a call. We can talk about it. Sit down in the office, have some coffee. One of our agents or myself, even, it doesn't matter. We're here. We're open to talk and help shepherd you through, the real estate process. So Mike Hendzel, Chris Moore, LionFox Media, MavRealty, and until next time, have a great week.
LionFox Media.
LionFox Media.
Hey, did you get a haircut?
I did.
Looks good, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Did you get a haircut?
No, I'm actually doing this thing where I'm sweeping it to the other side.
I was wondering because it was this way.
Yeah, it was
Now
this
it's
way.
this
Now
way.
it's this way.
First couple hours of my day was just like in a plaid.
Well,
skin,
and I'm
like
wearing my
that scene in Top
glasses,
Gun.
which I don't only do like 2% of the time.
I didn't even know you were wearing glasses for a while
Because
they're
they're
like
clear
see-through.
frame, yeah.
It's like camo.
It's wild.
Cheers.